I'm going to push on a little bit more now with the tunnel scene and just get this going here. What I've done is I've added this piece here, and I've added a little antenna here. All right, so let's do some more work on this. Let's drop an edge loop there, and actually let's break it out. So it's right in the middle there, and we'll get that. Let's take that, pull it out here, and we'll get rid of the subdivision for the moment, and we're going to convert that to a curve and bring that up like that. We are going to put on a subdivision. I'm going to have it around there. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more pronounced. Let's try this. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got one there. In fact, let's just focus on those two things. Control 3 to look from the side. So we got one right at the top, which is good. Okay, so that, I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there. I'm going to bring in a plane and merge at center. Let's just take that out here. Let's E to extrude and pull that in, so I've got that piece. And I'll take that one, bring it out. We're going to take that, where'd it go? It's in there, that thing there. And let's convert that to a curve. And we'll just start bringing up the size. Okay, so maybe we'll have it a little smaller. Not that small though. We'll do it like that. All right, so I'm going to take that, Shift D, and I'm just going to copy it every couple of units along here. See what that looks like. I think at this point I'm going to switch to individual origins, and I'm going to scale this, make it a bit wider. Okay, so I've got that. All right, just a little something on there. Okay, that's all right. You can see these things on here that curve around and go in there. I may not keep that. I may be doing some texturing on this if this is, let's say, concrete, and there's some labeling perhaps, and labeling of lockers maybe, or just something that says lockers, and that might be in texture, but for now I just put that in there. All right, let's move on and do something over here. Let's see if I can grab, let's see, so this is still arrayed down here, right? I don't think I need this piece arrayed. I'm going to apply that and come in here and see if I can get rid of these extra edges. Actually, just before I do that, I think I'll use this piece, this edge right here. So I'll break that out, and then I'll come in here and I'll get rid of these. Now I've got something I can work with. Dissolve edges there. Okay, so I got this piece here. Let's make a simple monitor to go on the wall. Relatively large. Very simple. We're just going to extrude back. I did this recently in my Last of Us room scene. So we're just going to come back and do something like that. let's inset here a little bit. And let's take this and let's see. Let's grab this edge, pull it out a little bit. We're going to inset this. Okay, and then let's bevel. Let's just focus on that, it's easier. And we'll grab this edge and this edge. Shift Alt and click this edge and this edge. And let's Control B and put, I'll probably do my 5 there. I know you probably should just do 3 or even 2, but for the kind of render I'm going to do, that's all right. Yeah, okay. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. A bit more like that. And it's pretty wide. I think I'm going to make it a little narrower, but not too much. Still want it to be rectangular. Okay. And then what I'm envisioning is this up here. And I may tilt them, but for the moment I would leave it like that. Okay, so let's look from the side in wireframe. And just put it there. We'll just hide that for the moment as we look from the side. And let's take that, and for now let's just array it down this way every so often. And maybe have 3 of them. Let's try that. Because we get further down, we don't really exactly need them. Maybe I can rotate these now. Have them come down like that. And you don't really need to show the connection to the back, because you'll be down here like this. Maybe I'll take these and just for the moment take them this way, and let's go in and let's rotate Z 180. And I won't put them like that because I want that one there, but maybe I'll just do these ones by hand. Let's get rid of that. Maybe I'd have one there, and maybe I'd have another one over here. So you'd have that. All right, so the details are coming along. I'm rendering from somewhere like that. You could just see them like that. Okay, and I'm going to do some like speaker cabinets along there, and then I don't need to do much else here. I'm gonna have some luggage and a few other things, and maybe I'll fix up the top. I'm thinking about the top. That's why I got rid of the other pipes, and I just have this for now, but I might come back to that. A total of 4 pipes along the top, or I might do ceiling fans or lights or something. So let's just for now though do something like I want. Let's see what I can select now. I just want something here. I could take one of these edges, Shift D to duplicate, pull it up, P to break it out, and get rid of the array. Okay. I want like a double speaker cabinet here. So let's do this. Let's come out like this, and then just focus on that. Okay. I'll extrude down first of all, and let's see. Let's actually take that up, so it would sit like that. That's the basic shape. Let's take the bottom and see if I want to do that as well or not. I can get rid of the bottom. And I'm going to inset this like that. Come in. And let's bevel these edges. Do I need this bottom? Is there any reason for that? I don't think there actually is, if I'm going for this simple design. So let's bevel that. I'm going to stick with the 5. And I could probably do 3 here, though. Okay, I do need it, I think, a little deeper. Hope that's not too sharp, though. That's the only thing. I think I'm going to redo some of this. I think I'm going to take just this one, and I'm going to give it quite... I am going to come back to 5 for that one. This one could probably be 3, but you know what? It might be nicer if it's 5. Yeah, a little bit smoother like that, but that may be a little bit too long. So I'll take this, pull it something like that, and let's just bring that back and see what it's like sitting here. If I push that down to there, back, I could angle these a little bit. All right, well, we'll go ahead and we'll work on this. And what I'm going to do is we'll just focus on that again. I'm going to take that piece and break it out. And then I'm going to take it and let's go to normal, move it out. Look from the front, and I just feel it'll be a little easier if I do this. I'm going to get it as straight as I can. And I'm going to bring the 3D cursor there. I'm going to put some holes into it, and then we'll rotate it back. Just a little bit easier. All right, so I'm going to bring in a cylinder. I would like to use 32, but I'll try 24. And I'm going to do a Boolean on this, 2 Booleans. Rotate Y 90. Slide that over, and I could actually mirror this and get them a little bit better. So we'll do that. I have 2 speakers in there. So let's go ahead and take that and Boolean. Select those. We'll just hide them. We'll make speakers out of that. So we've got that going on. I probably have to give this some depth. So I'm going to extrude back and then bevel that. Not too many. We'll shade smooth. We'll bring those back, and let's see if we can make just some kind of speakers out of these. And we'll take this. So I got a mirror on that, so that's good. I'll do that. I will inset this. And let's see. I think I'll extrude back in. Probably don't need the back now that I think about it. Yeah, okay, I'll do this. Let's get rid of that. And actually, I'm going to want some depth, so I'm going to extrude that back and bevel this with 3 if I can. Let's just, first of all, make sure it's flipped and merge my distance in case I needed to. And actually, let's throw an edge loop in here and let's push it back a little bit. Like that. Let's take both of these and bevel. Okay, so it's letting me bevel that one. And it's not letting me bevel this one. So what's going on here, buddy? What have I done wrong? Okay, so I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to delete that. And I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to come back here and S to scale. And bring it back and not be bothered with it. To figure out what I did. Maybe it's obvious and I'm just not seeing it right now. Let's make these a little bit more pronounced by pushing them in. I'm going to inset just a little bit, and then I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to bevel back like that. And we'll take these, push them in, and at this point I will apply the mirror. I can put on knobs if I want. Okay, let's look from the side then and scale that down, and maybe we'll put it over here. Let's break it out for now. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll just come out, and we'll come out again, scale in a little bit at least, maybe a bit more, inset, and come in, and we'll do some beveling with 3. Take that, inset one more time, drop an edge loop here and here, and Shift H, and let's get rid of this back. And that's my knob there. Alt H, is that right? There we go. Let's zoom in and look at that. I'm going to scale in the axis. I'm not happy with it. In fact, what I think I may do is grab this edge and come out like this. I think that's what I'm missing. And come back. And now I'll just bevel that. In which case, I think this stuff is actually not needed. So that's more of what I wanted to do in the first place. Alright, so there's my knob. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, but there it is. And I could put one there, and I can mirror that to the other side as well. I'm going to apply the mirror, and I'm going to join that, and we are going to join the speakers, and then I'm going to take this and just focus on that. I'll take this piece here, and I'm just going to rotate this back in. Shade smooth. Let's go back to a different matte cap. And that's what we have there. And I can put on weighted normal, and normal's auto smooth is on. And we got a little speaker there. Just going to debate about if I do want it longer. Let's take the whole thing up. And do that, you know, and then I would have a couple of these here and there. In fact, I tried to organize some things, so let's get these things into some collections here. So I got that, speakers, and I will set the origin of geometry on that. And let's see if I just duplicate one. I can instance these. Maybe that's a better idea. I wonder if I want one more. If I start making too many, then I probably would want to instance them. How does that look? Here, for now, what I'll do is I will just rotate this one maybe. To see, because maybe they'll all be rotated, I'm not sure. So we have that. Now, if you're interested, let's have a look at the statistics. So I'm up at 190,000. All right, so I can instance some of this stuff. I didn't do that with the lockers. If I want that label, if I want some text on that label, but I could do that for the lockers and for the TV monitors. I'm not sure what I'll display on there, and there's certainly more to create. And I think what I'll do is I'll do one more piece now. I'm going to do a little bit of luggage, and then we'll leave it at that, and then we'll come back because we're getting close to the end. Like I said, I may do some ceiling stuff. I had a little bit of an idea of some kind of keypad device on here for entry to here, or maybe some lights clamped on here, or possibly pot lights sort of in here in between these bars. So I'm not quite sure, but there's not too many more things before we move to the train and then get into the texturing. But I mean, now that I've got this much detail, I might as well finish it up. Otherwise, you could have done a very simple tunnel with just the arch, maybe a floor, maybe some concrete here in the train, and it's a stylized, sort of simplistic scene. I have a tendency to throw in a lot of stuff. In fact, I might want to make these monitors larger, just for the heck of it. But if I do that, I would do it on all of them. But we'll see. Maybe I'll put some electronics on the monitors too. I'm not sure. So let's just think about this. This is still not necessarily the final cart, but it might be. We'll see, but I'm going to work over here anyhow. And so let's do this. Let's grab a piece of this, Shift D to duplicate, pull it out, P to break it out, and I'll make a piece of luggage relative to this cart size anyhow. So, all right, so I've got that, right? Let's do this. Let's bring it down to make a suitcase. It's not necessarily going to be the height, but let's extrude it down and kind of imagine that in there. Looks a little bit like a computer tower so far, so I don't know. All right, well, at any rate, let's Shift H to focus just on that, and let's have a go at this. So suitcase, right? So if I split it, where? Right in the middle? Or like that, top and bottom. I was thinking I would just do it this way and kind of fake it. If that's the split there, I may want to right now for straps. So if I bring that down to there, and I'm going to, I don't really need two. In fact, I can dissolve, I could dissolve one of these and just take that and P to break it out. I just want something that'll go around it like that. That separate thing there. In fact, I'll give it some thickness. And actually, I'll scale it out a little bit. And give it some thickness like this. Maybe scale it back in. I can work on that in a bit, and I'm not going to need that. Okay, I just wanted to have that. Okay, so back to this. Take this edge, Control B, split it, come down like that. We're going to do this, and 3. Okay, let's start beveling the actual case like this. Control B, pull. I'll put 5 to round it. We're going to need this one here. Now we're going to have to make sure we get all this. So I think the way I'll do it is I'll do this and then I'll hit Control and come around. So I make sure I get all the nooks and crannies of this to here. And we'll also do the bottom. So holding Control, each time I click to come further and further, I'm going to come to there. See if I got everything. Control B, pull. Let's see if that crosses over on the inside. I think we might be okay. All right, let's come back to this thing here. What direction can I look at it? 3 is fine. I just want it. All right. All right, I'm going to scale this in the Z a little bit. Hold Shift. All right, good enough. Let's take that E and Alt S and pull so it comes in. I'll pull it all the way in, and then I'll delete those faces. I'll take this, recalculate outside. We're going to bevel these right here. This one and this one. We'll give it a good large bevel. And this is because it's sort of like a strap with 5, and then just this edge here with 3. And you can see that the thickness is not exactly the same all around, but I'm going to see it up close. So let's take this now and bring the 3D cursor there and just mirror this across. There we go. All right, so if that's the case, literally, is that where I want these? I can still, of course, I can move these along. I want to have, let's just come into here and select an edge, Shift-D, pull it down, scale it. Okay, it's not quite central, is it? Oh well. Okay, so let's make a handle then. Fine, we'll make a handle and then we'll see. Okay, P to break it out. Let's pull it up. Really simple. Let's come down here and get rid of that edge. So I have this come like that. And let's see. Let's recalculate. All right, let's try solidify on this with even thickness. It's something like that. Let's see. Something along that line, I think, perhaps. Okay, let's apply the solidify, and I like it because it gives those diagonals. We'll come in here and we will bevel this. We're going to go pretty round for this one, and we'll go here, and let's see if we can get away with 3 here. To do that, I just want to focus on the handle and get rid of the bottoms here. Alright, and we'll add another one here and split it. And just take it and recalculate outside and then merge by distance, and that'll usually solve the problem. Let's do that kind of a thing. And then come in here and bevel these with 3. And let's see if I can shade smooth. I might need another edge in here just to do that. I probably don't need it. I can put on modifiers and stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's Alt-H / we're going to join that in a moment. Now, where should that go? Am I wrong? Does it go up here? That's going to be unbalanced. Does it go there? I'm going to put it there for now, and I'm going to join it. All right, and just for simplicity's sake, maybe we'll take this piece here, Shift-D, pull it out, scale it in. I won't do a lot of work on this because I don't think you'll see it. The mirror's still on, which is nice. So I could do this. I'll get it roughly into position. Let's take it up and extrude down and get rid of that back face. And we'll select all of this and we'll Alt-N, recalculate outside, and just round the edges here. Get in there. Okay, that one. 3 is okay. I want to use 5 so badly, but that's nuts, right? Let's bring that down and decide if I need to do anything else with it. Maybe scale it in the Z and make it a bit more prominent. And I mean, would that be all right? You know, do I have to put a circle? I'm still not convinced where that handle goes. I will just have a quick look at reference. Apologize for that, and I'll get a spot for that. How about just 18 here? I mean, maybe that'll go there. You know, this is sort of a sci-fi kind of subway tunnel, so you can do whatever you want, kind of. You know, I didn't. This is not all about creating a suitcase or some luggage, so you know, that's it. Now we can come over here. Are those attached? Those aren't yet, and those are mirrored. So let's do that. There is actually one more thing I should do. Here, let's try that again. So let's save and just focus on that, and then we'll shade this better. What can I use to bring my 3D cursor to? Maybe there. Okay, and we'll look Control 7 to look from the bottom. I'm just going to bring in a cylinder and keep it pretty low. Even 14 is okay to make the legs on that. And then I think we're done with this model and with this video. And then I need to consider what else. I've already told you a couple of things. Let's scale that down, bring it up, and we'll take this and we'll get rid of that face. I won't get rid of the bottom, although, you know, just because of the angle, some of these might be in the cart. No, I just don't want it too tiny. I'd rather have it larger than smaller. Let's do this. So let's do that, and then bring another one over here. And just take both of them and drag them down there. Okay, and let's take that and join that. Let's come in and merge by distance, and let's check orientation. Good. And then we will add weighted normal and normal's auto smooth. And, you know, short of adding any other details to it, that would be the main one. And then we'll just see relative to the train and all the size of this. So I actually do think it's a little small. So I'm just going to make it a bit bigger and move it so that feet are on there. And what I would probably do with this is I probably would instance this. I'll bring a 3D cursor there, and I'm going to create a new collection called Luggage, and then a collection instance Luggage. I'll bring that in. I'll set the origin to the 3D cursor and the geometry to origin. So it'll come in there, and I'll do another one sort of side by side like that, and then I'll duplicate that, bring it there, and rotate in the Z. I'll do one there. Actually, what I'll do is I'll duplicate that, and then I can go Control R, and that'll reset. And then I'm going to rotate X 90, and I'm going to put that down. How about we focus on this stuff? And this is not necessarily the final position of anything. I don't know why you'd stand one up on top of another one like that, but just to show that we can do that. And we'll do that for the moment. And finally, I'll take one and we'll just duplicate it here, and we'll bring it out to the locker section, so that's more in the forefront of our render. Let's get rid of that one and see where the floor is. I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to rotate this in the Z, so it's like that. And then I'll get a sense of the size of this relative to the lockers, and sometimes I bring in a human as well, a human model. And let's just get a sense for what we've got done here. We'll save that. We'll shut that for the moment. I'll Control Spacebar to look in a larger view. And this is our scene so far. So it's going to be time soon to do our train, very soon. I'm just going to have one more video to finish off some pieces, and then we'll do the train, and then we'll start working on the textures. All right, I'm thinking about something for down in this area as well. Maybe some things up here. We'll see. I can just keep going, as you know. All right, well, that's good enough for now. That was a good update. So I will see you in the next part. Thanks for watching.